It's 8:30. Good morning. I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. Police have smashed a long-time running car-stealing racket in the Hunter. Strike Force Lucetti has been investigating a syndicate of vehicle theft throughout the Central Hunter and Lake Macquarie local area commands since September, where vehicles were stolen and parts of cars were exchanged for drugs. Senior Constable Kathy Panetta says officers have arrested an 18-year-old man.
He was charged with steal motor vehicle on 2 counts, steal from motor vehicle, trespass, goods in custody, self-administer prohibited drug and fraud. The 18-year-old was granted conditional bail to appear at Toronto local court.
A man accused of exposing himself to schoolgirls around Cardiff has been arrested. 6 girls aged between 13 and 16 were allegedly approached by the man, dubbed the Cardiff Creep, between August and November this year. Following extensive inquiries, officers arrested a 46-year-old Thornton man at Cardiff yesterday. He's been charged with 9 offences and has been refused bail to face Toronto local court today. The incoming Anglican Bishop of Newcastle says the Royal Commission report into child sex abuse makes for appalling and confronting reading. The report found senior church officials showed a distinct lack of leadership and displayed a do-nothing approach when victims came forward, meaning the perpetrators were allowed to continue serving in the church and went unpunished. A professional standards board has been set up to investigate and discipline priests and lay people accused of abuse. Bishop Peter Stewart has apologised to the victims and their families.
I want to speak directly to them. You were let down as children, and you and your families were let down when you came forward to speak of your experience.
A Cooranbong man is due to face Toronto local court today on a raft of charges after he was caught allegedly driving an unregistered and uninsured car while under the influence of drugs. Police claim the disqualified driver had stolen property in his car when they stopped him on Mandalong Road at Morisset last night, and there were 2 warrants out for his arrest. To make matters worse, they say he was also breaching an ABO because the person in need of protection was in the car with him. A significant increase in sexually based offences in the Hunter over the past 24 months is now in question after the release of the latest figures from the Bureau of Crime Statistics. There's been a rise of more than 40% in the number of indecent assaults, acts of indecency and other sexually related offences in Newcastle. Director of the Bureau, Don Weatherburn, says the increase may not be an accurate snapshot of the current situation.
Normally you wouldn't see an increase in indecent assault at this time of the year. It tends to go up in summer and down in winter. But again, the increase, as I say, may be due to historical offences that are just now coming to light as a result of the Royal Commission and the publicity surrounding institutional abuse. So I wouldn't be sure that that's a real increase of recent origin.
The latest round of Fixing Country Roads funding from the state government is the biggest to date, and Cessnock is getting its fair share. $50,000 will go towards the Mount Vincent to Millfield Major Culvert Load Capacity Assessment. Mayor Bob Pinsent says a major bridge in the local government area is also in line for an upgrade.
Paynes Crossing Bridge for more than $600,000 and another contribution to a culvert at Mount Vincent.
Sport for our sponsor PRD Nationwide East Maitland.
2 Chinese players chosen by Jets owner Martin Lee are on their way to the Hunter to trial for an injury replacement spot in Ernie Merrick's squad. They'll both train with the squad over the next fortnight before a decision is made. Jets CEO Laurie McKenna says if selected, neither player would take up an international marquee position in the squad. Meanwhile, Merrick's men are in Perth ahead of tomorrow night's clash at NIB Stadium. Regulars Roy O'Donovan and Wayne Brown are due to return to the side from injury. Perth is expecting the return of former Jet Adam Taggart to their starting lineup for the match. And Macquarie Scorpions have pulled off a massive coup, signing former premiership-winning captain-coach Todd Hurrell. Coach Adam Bettridge says it's an important signing as the club looks to replace outgoing back rower Daniel Abraham. And the winning numbers in Powerball are 39, 8, 34, 26, 11 and 23, and the Powerball number is 13. 2NURFM News Time, 26 to 9.